Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus came to Capernaum with his followers, and on the Sabbath he entered the synagogue and taught. The people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. In their synagogue was a man with an unclean spirit. He cried out, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." Jesus rebuked him and said, "Quiet, come out of him." The unclean spirit convulsed him, and with a loud cry came out of him. All were amazed and asked one another, "What is this? A new teaching with authority. He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him." His fame spread everywhere throughout the whole region of Galilee. My sisters and brothers, the gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
As you know, back in late November, early December, a whole group of us, 32 people, were in the Holy Land and in the region of Galilee. And when I see, like in today, that's where Jesus' primary ministry was. It was in a real place and a real time. This isn't just some God that, the Romans or the Greeks came up with that were not real, but ethereal and just trying to make some points with what they had to say about them. Jesus was a real human being, and he touched lives. And in that gospel today, too, we see, as it said, he spoke with authority. I think we all know today that authority doesn't mean he had a position. He didn't. He didn't hold an office. He wasn't in the military. He wasn't in politics. But he was one who spoke with authority because he lived what he preached. And they saw, this guy is the real deal. And they would contrast that, unfortunately, with some of the Pharisees and the scribes who spoke beautifully religiously and who were in Jerusalem, who served at the temple, but their heart, their whole being wasn't in it. It was in some way not speaking with authority. People at this time were craving somebody like Jesus to show up so that they could see somebody and be inspired by somebody and believe in somebody and follow somebody. In a way, there's similarities today. I think whether in our country or in the world around us, people are hungry for leadership that is real, that is authentic, that is rooted in integrity, that genuinely cares about the human family and the world. And maybe in all of that, as we look in a lot of different directions, we need to come back, and especially our call as witnessing to Jesus, and say, you know what? There's somebody already there. He's not making the headlines. He hardly gets spoken about in the media. But Jesus Christ, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, is the one to look to for our greatest authority. He speaks, we know now, from the very heart of God, being that God made human. And so today, again, in our own lives, look to the Lord first. That's what we're called to do. That's where salvation comes. And maybe we will have an opportunity. A lot of people disappointed today, frustrated with politics, with all kinds of situations. We can say, okay, that's real and a legitimate reason to be upset. At the same time, put Jesus Christ first. No matter who else comes and goes in our country or around the world, put Jesus Christ first. He's there yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and we need to center our lives, first of all, in him. Let's take that quiet moment and see what our God might be saying to us. God bless you.